Okay, today I'm going to show you how to schedule tasks in ChatGPT. At the end of the video, I'll give you some caveats and some tips as well. So, to schedule a task, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start a new chat. Then you're going to go up into the corner and we're going to set it to GPT 4.0 with scheduled tasks beta. Currently, as this video is being produced, this functions in beta. So if you're watching it later on, it won't say beta, obviously. All right, so now it's in task mode. So it will set a task. So I'm going to tell it to send me tech news headlines at 5:50 a.m. today, and I'm going to hit enter. And so it comes up with this saying that it's set it, and it will send you the tech news. So right here is this little box that will highlight if we hover over it. It says today at 5:50 a.m. You want to make sure that it's set the time right and everything. You can actually go in here and edit it. So you can put any task or tell it to do any task. So you can do a complex task and have it give you a report on the stock market, for example, or you could tell it to give you a report on something that was several instructions or stages. So it might be a prompt that you run all the time to get information, but you can have it do it automatically and send it to you at a given time on a particular day, or you can actually repeat the schedule. So right down here it says doesn't repeat. If we click on this, it will tell it to repeat daily, weekly, monthly, annually, or a custom time. So you can set the schedule for it in here. You can also tell it what to schedule it for. Always check though to make sure it's set the right time, date, and schedule, how it repeats and everything. All right, so now at 5:50 a.m., which it is right now, it will send us a reminder via email. Now, one thing you also want to be aware of is if you go up to the icon in the upper right corner here, it now has a thing called tasks up here. So you can click on that and it will tell you what tasks are scheduled and what tasks are completed. So it says there's a task scheduled for 5:50 a.m. today, which is send tech news, and also later today I have another instance of it sending me tech news at 9:38 a.m., which I scheduled earlier. I also told it at 10:05 a.m. to send me a weather forecast, and at 10 a.m. tomorrow to send me a reminder to mail a letter. And then down below are these completed tasks, which are tests I already did. So it sent me the weather, and it sent me reminders to get coffee and such and such. It's not, at least currently, it's not a great app to use as a reminder because you can only set 10 things at a time, and so really you want to use it to set or send you like a report from a prompt or to do a particular task that's a little more complex. At any rate, if I refresh this right here, you can see that the 5:50 a.m. tech news disappeared from here because it's updated it, and it's now send the tech news headlines is down at completed. And so if I go back to my email, it sent me an email here, and let me just copy it, and it will send a link to the email. It will say in the email, latest tech news highlights, and then it will give me a link. And if I click on the link, we'll just paste it up here. It will take me back to my chat, and here's the listing of tech news that it created for me. So that's the task, and so it ran the task. It sent me an email and everything. So currently a couple of caveats because it's in beta and these things will change in the future. So if you're watching this video like a year from now or something, it may have already fixed these things or added them. It doesn't currently work in the voice chat. You can try it, and we'll say it's scheduled a task. It doesn't work in it. I don't think it works on the Windows app, but that's supposed to be updated soon. It works on the Mac app. It actually works on the iPhone in the smartphone app. So you can schedule tasks in there too, but you need to do it using text. You can't do it with voice yet on any of the apps. So be aware of that. The other thing is, I had a problem when I initially did this, and it is in beta, where it was scheduling, like if I said 5:50 a.m. today, it was scheduling it at 10:50 a.m. today. It was off 5 hours. So I asked it why it was 5 hours off, or I told it that, hey, it's 5 hours off. You can do either one of those things. And it said, there's a discrepancy, in the time settings, and it was within its time settings because my time zone was set correctly. It actually knew what time zone it had, but there was something not right, but it fixed it. It said, I'll correct it. But in order for it to correct it, after it corrected it, I had to start a new chat and go back into tasks so that it was updated. And then that fixed the problem. So that's just something to be aware of. There may be some quirks here. And like I said, when you schedule the task, go back and schedule it. Now, the other thing is we can go back up into tasks here, as I said before, and we can look at any task and we can go back and we can edit it in here. So you can change it at any time before it goes off. The other thing we can do is we can go here, we can delete any of the completed tasks that we want to, and we can go over here and delete a task that hasn't been done yet as well. So this is where you manage the tasks and see what it actually scheduled, edit what it scheduled, or delete what it scheduled.